Well, hi, welcome to Custom Works. I'm Clint Allen, and what the heck is a grid heater? Let's talk about the Ram recall and exactly what this relay that is causing them a whole bunch of issues is. Stick around. Well, thanks for sticking around through that. Well, whether you've heard or you didn't hear, Ram or Dodge or Stellantis, whatever they want to call themselves this year, seems to be having a issue which started at the beginning of the year and has now totaled up to a recall of 131,000 heavy-duty Ram trucks over a fire hazard, which has to do with the grid heater relay. Well, I had looked that up. Now, if you're watching this video here, I'm a Ford guy, and if you're a Dodge man or a Dodge woman, no shame in that. I got nothing against you. I've just never had a desire to need to have a Chrysler Dodge or anything like that in my driveway. I've got my own feelings about them, and we'll leave that for another time. But either which way, let's delve into this recall here. Ram recalling 131,000 heavy-duty trucks over a fire hazard, and this has to do with their warning owners of the 6.7 liter Cummins turbo diesel to park these bad boys outside. You know. Now, whether you're a Ram Cummins fan or not, the Cummins motor, she's an inline, not a V, not a V8, not a V6. She's an inline 6-cylinder, and the concept behind that is that like I have a 7.3 Power Stroke, so when you take off with that, you're trying to build boost. You've got to get her, you know, into that 1400 RPM range in order to build the boost. Once you start building boost, then you start building torque, and the torque kind of rises as the RPMs and the speed goes up. That's their way of doing it. That was International's way of doing it. With the Cummins, that's that inline six, and the concept there is that you have power straight across the power band, torque straight across that power band. She'll lay waste to basically any GM product diesel or any Ford diesel, that's for sure. These things got a lot of power, a lot of torque, and overall they're a pretty good motor. But it seems that the Achilles heel is these relays for the air grid intake, and we will go over what this is. After I looked at it, I was like, well, you know, that's certainly a different idea. Don't know if it's a good idea, but if it works for them, nothing wrong with that. But it's not working currently. So as far as the recall, for a little over a year, Ram has been investigating an issue with a number of their heavy-duty trucks from the 2021 model year that have experienced engine bay fires. Isn't that nice? You know, you buy a 60, 80, 100,000 plus truck and she goes up in smoke. For some reason, even with the engine off, the solid state intake heater relay in the Ram trucks fitted with the 6.7 liter Cummins turbo diesel can suffer a short and catch fire. In March of this year, the company planned to recall about 20,000 vehicles in the United States and Canada when it thought that the problem was limited to trucks with unprotected relays. In May, Ram discovered the issue occurred even in trucks with the protected relay, and now Ram is preparing to recall for a grand total of 131,177 trucks from the 2021 and 2022 model years. And the models that are in question are 2021 and 2022 Ram 2500s that are built between August 3rd of 2020 through October 8th of 2021, affecting little over 67,000 units. 2021 and 2022 Ram 3500s built from August 5th of 2020 and October 8th of 2021, affecting just short of 40,000 units. And 2021, 2022 Ram 3500 chassis cabs, build dates that are ranging from August 12th of 2020 through October 7th of 2021, affecting a little over 7,000 units. And 2021 and 2022 Ram 45 and 5500 chassis cabs that are ranging in production dates from November 13th of 2020 through October 8th of 2021. And this affects short of 17,000 units. So, you know, this is a big bill. It says that it's aware of the 10 engine bay fires, but no accidents or injuries because of these fires exist. The bigger issue is that Fiat Chrysler engineers are working with the component supplier, and they have not quite figured out what the issue is. I'm just gonna, you know, from the start of this COVID thing till now, I just imagine that, you know, manufacturers are of parts and supplies are having a hard time getting anything to build these parts, and they might be getting bad whatever goes into these relays. Not, you know, withstanding the fact that we probably got, you know, some employees that, you know, well, we had to hire them because we have to have somebody in the, you know, manufacturing facility doing something. And they're out and back on lunch, you know, smoking the old lunch. Who knows? I'm just, you know, being funny with that. Either which way, I had to take a look into this concept, and it's just, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just going to explain it to you in the background. We're going to be shooting some different pictures of the intake heater and of the relay, and from different years. So this might not be the one exactly for the 2022 model, but it gives you an idea of what part this is, including the heating system. So normally most diesel pickup trucks have a glow plug, and there's a couple different variations, but the whole concept is basically that there's a rod that goes down into the cylinder from the head, has a wire hooked up to it, goes to some kind of relay, some kind of resistor, whatever the case may be. You turn the key on the truck to the mid position before you hit the starter. A little light will show up on the dash, and when the light goes off, you turn it and you fire your truck up. In cold weather, if your glow plug system or your heating system isn't working properly, well, some of these are a real bear to start. And in some cases, you might not be able to get it to start at all. But So instead of glow plugs, Cummins uses an air intake grid heater relay, and basically this little box, which is part of the air intake system of the truck, basically reminds me of just a little house heater that you might have underneath your desk or in your room or something like that. It's got little grids that run through it. She just gets roasty hot, and before that, of course, you have your ignition and your computer, and there's a relay in there that turns the power to that heater unit, and she gets nice and hot. So when you hit the key, when the light goes off, the Cummins starts sucking in air into the cylinders, heats the cylinders up, heats the diesel up, and boom, she fires in cold weather. And that's what's going on with this situation with that Cummins. That's how that works. Either which way, Stellantis and Ram have got their hands full. So I hope you've learned something here about Cummins and diesel motors. For the recall, as far as that goes, same as normal. If you've not been part of a recall, you're going to get a letter in the mail from Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Stellantis. Not quite sure what they're using for, letterhead, but it's going to inform you of your truck needs to go in to have this part replaced underneath warranty. If you're itching and you got to find out, you can go to several websites. Just hit the old Google machine, and NHTSA. You can go there, put your VIN number in, and it'll tell you if you are part of that recall. So I hope you have learned something today, and you take it easy, and you have a good day. You're still here yet? It's over. Oh, I know. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and that'll tell you when my next video comes up. Until then, go home.